what's going on, YouTubers? It's the Natural Born Thriller, and welcome everyone to WWE NXT Review, the show from June 5th, 2019. And this was the NXT after TakeOver 25 edition of it. And your commentators, by the way, they're in Bridgeport, Connecticut, and your commentators were Mauro Bonaro, Nigel McGuinness, and Beth Phoenix. Now, before I move on to the show itself, I just want to say what pertains to the show itself of NXT for this from June 5th, 2019. Now, when you're doing a show that's taped, obviously, on the same day that TakeOver 25 was, the best thing that what they could have done is at least change the desk top of the broadcast table, because as the show was going by, when they panned to Mauro Bonaro, Nigel McGuinness, and Beth Phoenix, I noticed that it says NXT TakeOver 25 on there. What they should have done is switch it to just NXT there, WWE NXT, because as you're watching the show, you're supposed to be watching NXT, just a regular NXT show. So I thought that was stupid, because yes, we all know that the matches that they did on the show was on that night, basically before the night started. It was obviously a dark show on that night, and then they aired it on the regular show of NXT. Which is every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock on the W Network for $9.99. But I'm just saying. But the point is, you would think that they would first went with the WWE NXT cover first, and then once you get that out of the way, then you could switch it to the NXT TakeOver 25 desktop instead. But they didn't do that. Instead, they decided to just go with, they decided to just be lazy and just leave it as NXT TakeOver 25 instead. I thought that was stupid. But that's not here or there. I just want to point that out, because that annoyed me. That annoyed me as I was watching the show. Because again, I'm saying myself, it's supposed to be a regular NXT show. This was supposed to be the fallout of NXT TakeOver 25. So at least give us that. At least give me that feel that I'm watching a regular NXT show, instead of this is the aftermath of TakeOver 25. What pertains to Stu doing a TakeOver 25 show. That's basically all I was watching. I tuned in. Still thinking in my mind that, so this is Stu watching. That's not the feeling that I should be getting. But instead, that's what I got. I got that feeling. I thought that was stupid. Triple H. But I digress. Let's get to the show. Let me get the two matches out of the way first. The first two matches. First of all, it was Keith Lee versus Conor Reeves. I gotta say one thing. On commentary, I don't remember who it was. It was either Beth Phoenix or Mauro Bonaro, that Vanessa Bourne from NXT as well, with Aaliyah, two pieces of trash on NXT, two female wrestlers who are pieces of trash. But Vanessa Bourne says something about, she sees something in Keith Lee. Oh, so you mean trash? Basically what I'm trying to say here is that, so trash sees something in trash. Now, nothing against Conor Reeves and all that, but let's face it, he is trash. If you get repackaged so many times on NXT where they don't know what to do with you, and then this is the best. And then when they finally found something for him, with him being the finest, and this is the best thing they got for him, and they haven't just losing matches after that, that makes you trash. So yeah, it's whatever, right? But I find that annoying on the show though when I heard that. But anyways, so yeah, it was Keith Lee versus Conor Reeves. Keith Lee wins. Nothing to say about that. Conor Reeves sucks. I mean, the match, I thought he did alright in the match though. I'll give him that. I thought he did alright. Then we get to Bianca Belair versus Mia Yim. This match was good, obviously. The whole thing of these two going at each other. Oh no, you didn't, girl. Like, oh hell no, girl. You didn't just do that to me, girl. Oh, you better not say that to me, blah 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 blah. Or all that ghetto talk they be doing to each other. But Bianca Belair was kicking ass in this match though. Mia Yim got some offense in the match as well. She did mount some comeback, and then in the end, Mia Yim gets the win over Bianca Belair. And yeah, Bianca Belair loses the match, and where she goes from there, I don't know. I really don't know. But I know where Mia Yim is going based on what I heard. Vanessa Bourne and Aaliyah. Wow, that's the best you got from Mia Yim after being Bianca Belair. You're gonna move her. You're gonna devote her and have her carry these two pieces of trash in Vanessa Bourne and Aaliyah. Again, this is based off what I saw on Twitter, or it was on Twitter. I remember that. It was on Twitter I saw. Ridiculous. But they announced that Drew Gulak and Kushida will wrestle each other in a submission match on the NXT show, which I will do that review when I get a chance to do it. But there you go. Also, another match that was announced too as well. It was Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch versus Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong, because Bobby Fish is injured. He has basically has an arm injury, either a dislocated shoulder or something like that. Basically, he's wearing a sling. Back from TakeOver 25 after Adam Cole won the championship. But yeah, I don't know how long he's gonna be gone though. I haven't already seen the update of it, but by the looks of it, Bobby Fish is out. It's gonna be out for a little bit. So, and that's another thing. How is it that that Kyle O'Reilly is still around? Still wrestling after the punishment he took in the other match, and Bobby Fish, his shoulder got dislocated and he's out. I don't get that. Oh, whatever. But yeah, that's the match it's going to be though. Oney Lorcan and Danny Burch 1-2 versus Undisputed Era, which is Kyle O'Reilly and Roderick Strong on the next NXT show, which I'll do that review after this review as well. All right, folks. Now I got all that out of the way. Now let's get to my favorite parts of the show, besides the matches that I saw. And that's the highlights of NXT TakeOver 25. So obviously the introduction was the opening highlights of TakeOver 25, where it takes to from start to finish. And I loved it. I loved that part. And then they show the highlights of the Street Profits winning the tag team championships in the ladder match, which was vacant. I guess guys like the son of the Forgotten Sons, excuse me, Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish, Undisputed Era, aka Red Dragon, 1-2, which is Danny Burch and Oney Lorcan, 1-2. But yeah, and then basically the highlights of that, which okay highlights, I'll say that. Wasn't that great of highlights, but I thought it was alright. But they showed the Street Profits, celebrating after the match and all that with some people backstage, and then the one man camera crew that they always have with them, and they want him to wear a Street Profits t-shirt because he's wearing an original Bro t-shirt, which is Matt Riddle. And they went to go get a t-shirt for him, and basically and continue celebrating. So there you go. And again, they're not selling the punishment they took from the ladder match. I mean, it was one thing they didn't do it at when they won the titles and everything, but the fact that they didn't do it backstage is what also bugged me too. let me see highlights of the NXT Women's Championship between Shayna Baszler retaining against Io Shirai. That whole highlight, which I thought was a pretty good highlight of it. And then they show Io Shirai backstage. She didn't want to say much. She said a little bit of it. She said she's not done with Shayna. She wants to basically saying that she wants a rematch. And Candice LeRae's walking with her and everything. So that was basically it. She's too pissed off. She was too had the heel at the moment at the time. So there's not much to say about that. But a match was also announced as well. Io Shirai and Candice LeRae versus Jessica Menduke and Maria Shafir on the next NXT show, which I'll do a review after this review as well. Let me see highlights of the Velveteen Dream retaining his NXT North American Championship against Tyler Breeze. Good highlights too as well. I'll give even though I wasn't a fan of that match that much, I still put over the match where it was. I still thought it was a good match, but to me it was one of in my opinion, one of the weakest matches I've seen. But good highlights though. Very good highlights of Velveteen Dream versus Tyler Breeze. Nothing to say about that. But then Tyler Breeze cut a promo after the match, and he said that the match could have gone either way. He's gained respect of the Velveteen Dream, and he thinks that the Velveteen Dream gained respect for him as well, and said that he's not going anywhere. He's back on NXT and he's staying on NXT. Good. Stay the fuck away from Vince McMahon. Stay the fuck away from the main roster. Stay the fuck away from Vince Kennedy McMahon. I'm just saying. Because fuck Vince McMahon. Fuck him. That motherfucker. He doesn't make stars. He kills stars. And finally, we get our final highlights on the show, which it was the NXT Championship. Johnny Gargano losing his title to Adam Cole, baby. And by the way, I need to mention on this as well. I didn't mention this on the review of TakeOver 25. Adam Cole had his own entrance where it pertains to this rapper rapping to his theme song, or should I say his theme music, and basically this rapper Joshua Williams was rapping to Adam Cole's theme music, which I thought was pretty cool. And the way it was done too, the flow of it, the structure of it, just the basis of it. It was all to a critique. It was all on the button. It was all on point. I loved it. I freaking loved it. So I didn't get to mention that part, folks, from that NXT 25, from the NXT TakeOver 25 review, and I apologize for that. I just forgot about that because I was in the moment of Adam Cole winning the NXT Championship at the time, and also at the time doing the review. So, but the highlights itself, great highlights of Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano from the NXT Championship. Great, loved it. And that being said, that was the end of the show, by the way. With Adam Cole obviously winning the match. But that being said, there was one highlight that they didn't highlight on the show, and that was Matt Riddle versus Roderick Strong. And I see myself, why? Now, and another thing too, I'm going to the show and everything. I didn't skip it. There's nothing that I skip on the show there. So I'm saying to myself, did I miss the highlights? So I went back to it, and I said to myself, no, I didn't miss anything. So where were the highlights? So why was not there any highlights of Matt Riddle and Roderick Strong? Because that match was good. That was a great opening match for NXT 25. For NXT TakeOver 25, I meant to say. And I was saying to myself, why was there no highlights on there? Where were the highlights? Are you kidding me? Matt Riddle and Roderick Strong, especially with Roderick Strong carrying the match, and and Matt Riddle did his thing too. That was a great match, a great opening match, and that was one of my favorite matches on there. To me, better than the match in Adam Cole and excuse me. Better than the match than Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano for the NXT Championship. And for some reason there was no highlights on this show there, what pertains to Riddle and Strong. I don't get it. I don't fucking get it. Why, Triple H? Why was there no highlights on there? You fucking idiot. Fuck Triple H. But yeah, that was the show though. There was 2 matches on the show for WWE NXT for this review, the show from June 5th, 2019. My overall strength for the show, I'm going to go 6 out of 10. Now, I would have gone 8 out of 10 if Triple H would not have been a fucking idiot for 2 things. The cover for the commentary booth, because again, it's supposed to be for the NXT one. But instead, we got the NXT. I'll do the video, guys. I'm sorry. So yeah, the cover for it was a regular NXT one, but it should have been a regular one, but instead it was the NXT TakeOver 25 one. So that's why I'm not gonna give a higher grade for that one. And another one is because they didn't show the highlights of Matt Riddle and Roderick Strong. So there you go. And so yeah, that's why I'm gonna go 6 out of 10. And there you go. And that being said, folks, thank you for watching. And as far as the next review for the rest of 205 Live, NXT UK, and also for Impact Wrestling, which hasn't come up yet, but once it does, I'll get that out of the way too as well. And basically, what represents Impact Wrestling, the whole with the Great Muta, a night that you cannot miss. And I gotta talk about that too when it comes to Tyra Valkyrie. But I'll get that momentarily as well. And also you'll hear my thoughts about that too as well. But that being said, thank you for watching. So y'all take care. Peace on the streets, and I'm out.